Hey guys, today I'm going to be wrapping up my reading month for the month of June, and this video is being sponsored by Disney Hyperion. I'm going to be perfectly honest, just put it out there, I didn't read very many books in the month of June, and I think that's just because I was pretty busy with like BEA and BookCon and my birthday, and just all these exciting things were happening, and I was a little bit distracted from the reading. But I will say that I did enjoy every book that I read this month, which is always a good thing. So without further ado, let's hop on in to the June wrap-up. The first book I read this month was Every Last Word by Tamara Ireland Stone, and in this book we follow a girl by the name of Samantha, who is one of the popular girls at her school, and even though she tries to make it seem like she's perfect, she's hiding a secret from all of her friends, and that is the fact that she is dealing with OCD. We follow her daily struggle dealing with OCD, and we also follow her journey as she starts to shed this popular girl image and starts to break away from this popular group within her school, and she starts to move on to a different friend group. This is a book that I just found myself really appreciating. It deals with mental illness in a very respectful way, and I think that mental illness is something that we need to see more of in young adult books, because there are so many young adults out there that are facing mental disorders and they need books to confide in like this one. So books like this are very important. I found this book to be unexpected in a great way. There's this nice realness factor about this story. The characters that you read about in this book are characters that you could easily encounter in the real world. There's also a romance in this book, which I actually found myself enjoying. I'm not usually huge on the romance, like I'm not into the romance within books, but this one I was okay with and I really enjoyed reading about it. The one thing that I didn't really like about this book is I feel like it tried to tackle several different things, and to me that made the plot a bit overwhelming at times, but I still really enjoyed this book and I would highly recommend it, especially if you're looking for a contemporary read that has a very meaningful story. This book is perfect for you. It's a simple and fast read, so definitely go check it out if that sounds like something that interests you. The next book I read was The Marvels by Brian Selznick, and I absolutely loved this book. It's going to be hard for me to explain, so bear with me. Basically, the first chunk of this book is all illustrations, and we follow a family involved in the theater throughout different generations. And then there is a section that is just text, and we follow this boy named Joseph, who has run away from boarding school and has made his way to his Uncle Albert's curious home, where he tries to unlock the secrets of his family's past. That's all I can really say about this book without spoiling it, but this book was a masterpiece. It's full of stunning images that will just completely captivate you, and the story is one that makes you really think about the things that you value in life, and I just really appreciated this book. A+, would recommend. This book comes out September 15th, 2015, so keep your eyes out for it because it's so good and you need it in your life. The next book I read was Off the Page by Jodi Picoult and Samantha Van Leer, and this was the Booksplosion book of the month for June, and we are working with Penguin Random House this month, and this book follows a girl by the name of Delilah and a prince who has been taken off the page of a fairy tale and put into the real world. So you're following this prince's experiences in the real world and how he's coping with not being in a fairy tale. Now this is a companion to Between the Lines by Jodi Picoult and Samantha Van Leer, so there were a few things within this book that were a bit confusing because I hadn't read Between the Lines, but for the most part I found this book to be really easy to follow. I think I probably would have enjoyed this book more had I been younger, but I still had a really fun time reading it, and I enjoyed the humor that was spread throughout it, and seeing Prince Oliver try to adjust into this real world setting. It was pretty humorous. It was cheesy at times, but adventurous and fun nonetheless. If you're looking for a really light and fun read, check out Off the Page because it's perfect for that. I'm excited to discuss this more at the Booksplosion live show taking place on July 2nd over on Poland Bananas Books channel, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You guys definitely have time to pick up this book and read it because it's a really fast read. Like, I read this in a couple sittings, so you can totally do it. Pick it up, join us, and I'll see you at the live show. And the last book I read this month is Fallen Kingdoms by Morgan Rhodes. I finally started the Fallen Kingdom series, and I have no regrets because I absolutely loved this first book. It was just such a crazy ride. I did a full book review on this book. If you guys want to know more of my thoughts, you want to know more of my thoughts because I really liked this book. I'm really excited for this series. So if you want to see more of my thoughts, then you can click on this book, and I will also leave a link down below to my book review. But this book, guys, this book, needless to say, I'm excited for the rest of the series. So those are all the books that I read in the month of June, which means that I failed my TBR challenge. Surprise, surprise. I'm not surprised. I knew I was gonna fail. The closer we got to the end of the month, the closer we got to my failure. For those of you who don't know, at the beginning of each month, I challenge myself to read a set amount of books, and if I don't read those books, then I have to do a crazy challenge. If I do read those books, I get a reward. So I failed my TBR challenge this month, so that means I've got to do a crazy challenge. So let's pick a crazy challenge. I choose, which one do I want to choose? Which comment do I want to choose? Which one? This one. Challenge. Wear woman's perfume for a day. I'm down with that. Gotta go raid my sister's room. Today I'm gonna be wearing Taylor Swift, Incredible Things. I'm actually excited about this. I'm gonna be wearing Taylor Swift all day. All right, let's do this. I am Taylor Swift, hear me roar. This smells good. I like it. I'm just gonna be inhaling my shirt all day. So that's it for this video, guys. You should let me know down below some of your favorite books from the month of June, and I will see you guys soon with a new video. Later. But I will say that I did enjoy every book that I read this month with the first book I read this month was not Tamara, Ireland Stone, that's the author. Then I read Off the Page by Jodi Picoult and Samantha Van Leer, and this is the Book Explosion book of the month. I can't spit my words out very well. So that's it for this video, guys. You should let me know what